we have an opportunity to create a better democracy utilizing blockchain technology. You have on a public ledger, a public dashboard where you can see in real time how your elected official is operating. I talked about this technology some years ago in a previous video, but literally basing our vote off of quality of life factors. So here are the quality of life factors that you as an elected official must meet. And if you do not meet those, then you're out of there. The American people want their government to be more efficacious. They want government efficacy. They want their government to do the intended and desired result of making their lives better, of keeping them safe, and helping them to be the best that they can be. That's what the American people want from their government. And more particularly, they want that from their legislators, not just from the executive branch. They want it from the legislative branch and also the judicial branch. And we can do that with blockchain technology. One of the most challenging things that we can do is get rid of bad leaders. It is so difficult to get rid of bad congressmen, bad senators, bad assembly members, bad state senators, state legislators. It is so challenging to get rid of these people. And the reason why it's challenging to get rid of these people is because they write the laws to ensure that it's difficult to get rid of these people. Some states have what we call recall petitions, which means that after somebody's been elected, you can institute a recall petition. And in that recall petition, you got to get a number of signatures that people who agree with you that, hey, we want to recall this particular legislator, governor. We had that happen in California just recently. The challenge is that they make the rules so difficult. But what if we had the technology that allowed for us to say, these are the certain metrics that we need you to hit. And if you don't hit those metrics, there will be an automatic recall. Think about that. Think about having a literal dashboard of the metrics that you as a voter votes on. I want for there to be 30% smoother streets throughout my district. I want, or if you're the state, I want for firefighters to get the proper funding that they need to fight fires. I want my firefighters to be at 95% readiness at all times, right? You as a voter decide what metrics that you want your leader to meet. And if they do not meet those metrics after a certain amount of time, that an automatic recall or automatic recall petition gets instituted. We literally can make our government more efficient and more efficacious. And what the American people really want is a more efficacious government. They want a government that works for them. When you have a fire, you want the fire department to show up. When you have a flood, you want your public safety and public services people to show up. And guess who's in control of that? Your local elected officials. I talked about this technology some years ago in a previous video, and I'll actually probably link it in there. But literally basing our vote off of quality of life factors. So here are the quality of life factors that you as an elected official must meet. And if you do not meet those, then you're out of there. The challenge with government is that government often operates in the same way as corporate. It's just more difficult for people to fire when you are in government, whether you're an elected official or whether you're a government appointee. Presidents change every 4 years, but we have congresspeople and senators who've been in their positions 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years. And what have they done? Are they still in office because they're doing that great of a job, or are they still in office because they've mounted up such a large war chest that it makes it difficult for anybody to challenge their seat? Because we all know that our government is ran by big money. It's really what the corporations and big pharma, big tech, big agriculture, big education, all these large corporations and large industries that really determine how our government operates. We, as the voting public and tax-paying public, we just end up electing the people. We end up electing their cronies. But now we have an opportunity to create a better democracy utilizing blockchain technology. We can make it happen. You have on a public ledger, a public dashboard where you can see in real time how your elected official is operating. Forget all the press conferences, trying to figure out what's a lie and what's not a lie. Here is a public dashboard with all these metrics that they must hit. And now we as the American people get to see whether or not these people are hitting it. That's what we want. That's what big business has. That's what the best enterprises have. And if we're going to put quote unquote business people and businessmen in positions of power in our government, then these are some of the same tools that their board of directors and shareholders utilize to keep these people accountable. Let's make American government accountable again. How about that? That's what I'm for. And that's what the American people want. They want a more efficacious government, and they want a more accountable government, regardless of what party or ideology that you have. We can make it happen. Let's make it happen.